Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And I'm not in the studio today, I'm down here because my wife is off work, she's feeling rather ill, sore throat, going through to a cold and that. And so I'm come down, because my studio is in the bedroom next door. And so she's laying in bed recovering, so I didn't want to annoy her by sort of yabbering all day next to her. So I'll come downstairs to yabber all day and hopefully only annoy you. I hope not. Honestly, I hope not. Now, we have a story here. It's all about John Swinney and the desperation in which they're going. Because as it stands, there's, 5.5 days or so until Election Day. And they are absolutely failing. The SNP are going off a cliff. Support is down. Polling is horrendous. Salvation poll yesterday, I touched on it yesterday, but it's showing that the SNP are likely, if they're lucky, they'll get 17 seats. Chances are fewer than that because you good people will be out. You will be tactical voting. You will be looking, holding your nose and voting for the best way to get rid of the SNP. And you won't be sitting at home and going, oh, well, they'll probably win. We won't bother going out to vote. Get out and vote. Do not sit at home. Do not pass up your opportunity to ring their bell. Now, as part of this desperation, they have unwheeled their new battle bus. They brought out the new battle bus and they're going to travel around the country and convince people that the SNP way is the best way. And they're going to try and put the blinkers on so people don't look around to see what 17 years of SNP rule has done. Now, a couple of things struck me. First of all, don't they already have one of these battle buses? It's sitting on somebody's drive and has been for several years. So what do they need to go and get another one for? Secondly, why are they going around and telling people in this day and age by driving a big, heavy diesel bus and moaning about the environment? Surely, email, TV, broadcast it. Don't need to go there in person, do you? Don't need to drive this big diesel bus all around Scotland and ruin your green credentials. I wonder if the Greens are happy with this. Not that they're involved anymore, of course, but prior to, if they had still been in government with them, they might have had a word. Why are you driving a bus all around this nice area? You know, who knows? And, you know, there's little things. Now, I've got a list of some of the things here. I'm just going to pull this over on my laptop because there are just so many things. And I don't want to go through all of the details, but they're going on, and again, things we've touched on in the past are going on. We're going to save the NHS. You've destroyed the NHS. And they're going on about, we want to stop £18 billion worth of cuts. Your government is already 18 billion as a government in the hole. Never mind your party. There's a £1 billion risk, probably a £2 billion black hole in this year's finances. You know, so don't be talking about the £18 billion black hole from Westminster, because that's quite clearly a lie. What you're doing there is you're gaslighting this £18 billion black hole and then trying now at this stage to say it's Westminster's cuts when it's not. It's your black hole that you've caused over 17 years that you're going to have to raise taxes massively to fill, and then claim that all these cuts are a result of Westminster. And let me tell you now, people, that's what they're going to try and do. It is complete and utter bullshit because we know it. They're talking about this £18 billion cut that's on its way. Very convenient that that's the exact same amount of black holeness of funding for 17 years of SNP rule. Isn't that weird? And so when they cut everything, they can say it's Westminster. No, it's not. It's SNP. Bullshit, bollocks and lies. That's all this party has. So they're saying that the only way you can save Scotland is to vote SNP. I think the only way you can save Scotland is to vote for anyone else other, of course, than the SNP. And it's just a whole series of bullshit in this whole thing that they're pushing out on their battle bus. You know, it'll be a clapped out DK40 or something with a wheel missing and smoke coming out of the engine, a hissing noise coming from there, squeak every time you ring the bell and it goes ding dong, because it's broken bell and all. One of the other things, and this is the final one I promise you, one of the other things that made me laugh is they're saying that as an independent Scotland, again, they're voting, this is not an independence referendum. I don't know why they keep on about independence rather than realising that this is a Westminster election to do the things for the country now. But anyway, they're kind of about an independent Scotland will take us into the EU so that people can have a say on their future. First of all, independence does not mean handing all control to someone else. Oh yes, we want to be independent of England so that we can be ruled from Brussels by an unelected cabal that can't be got rid of. These people are morons, and they are liars, and they will destroy everything they have. Now, in about 6 weeks' time, I'm sure that this old clapped out bus will be, or the sturgeon as we call her. No, that's unfair. That's unfair. It's a nice bus. But this will be sitting there, and it'll be an embarrassing bus because everyone will look at it and go, as it drove around. And tell you what, it's going to get pelted, isn't it? It's going to get pelted. Alex Cole-Hamilton, I did the video earlier, Alex Cole-Hamilton coming out and saying it's embarrassing now. People are embarrassed to admit that they're SNP supporters because of the policies. So how's this bus driving around? People are just going to laugh at it, aren't they? And then point to the record. And, you know, there is absolutely nothing they can do. But they're going to do it. And Swinney himself, I mean, he just permanently ignores the truth. He was questioned about the polling and immediately changed the subject. He said, we're very strong. He says, we're going to win a lot of seats, he's going. But the person said, yes, but the polling shows you're going to be down very, very low. He says, there's only one poll that matters. He says, and that's the one on the 4th of July. Yes, well, it'll be the poll on the 5th of July that matters as well. And, you know, you have to wonder, does he know? Does he know he's finished? He must, surely. But he won't admit it. He can't possibly admit it. But they do. And the thing is, you're going to have this whole cabal, all these people, they're all going to be looking at their lost jobs, and they're all going to point their finger at John Swinney. And it's the ones sitting on the back benches at Holyrood will be looking at him too and going, well, I've just seen all my colleagues down at Westminster go. Who's next? And it'll be them. So they may want to change the leader, the buyer's remorse, as it were. But who have you got? There's no talent. There's no one there that's talented, clever, charming. Well, that's not true. They do have a couple of very charming people. They do have a couple of very clever people. The problem is that the rank and file SNP in Holyrood are so warped, so Marxist, they couldn't possibly stomach the people who actually have got talent. I'm thinking of you, Fergus, but you're it. That's it. I would like to see the SNP reduced to one MP, Joanna Cherry, and one MSP, sorry. That'd be Fergus Ewing. Give them that little bite and let them go. And the rest of them, give them their P45. Thanks a lot. Bye.